online class. In the last session we have solved some problems related to the volume of a combination of solids. Okay, so in today's session we'll continue those problems. Okay, so I'll solve exercise problems. So this is your exercise third question. Okay, exercise third question is given by a gulab jamun. A gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to about 30% of its volume. 30% of its volume. Find approximately how much syrup would be found in would be found in 45 gulab jamuns. 45 gulab jamuns, each shaped like a cylinder with two hemispheres. Two hemispherical, okay? Two hemispherical ends with length 5 centimeter and diameter 2.8 centimeter. Okay, so this is your question. Okay, see, I'll repeat the question. Actually, in the question given here, okay, a gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to about 30% of its volume. Okay, so each gulab jamun contains a sugar syrup up to about 30% of its volume. That means the quantity of sugar syrup in one gulab jamun will be equal to 30% of its volume. Okay, yes. Also given, find approximately how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamun. Okay, so your container contains how many gulab jamuns? 45 gulab jamuns. So what you have to find? You have to find what is the quantity of sugar syrup in 45 gulab jamun. Okay, so each gulab jamun contains 30% of the sugar syrup in the quantity of sugar syrup in one gulab jamun equal to 30% of its volume. So you have to find what is the quantity of sugar syrup in 45 gulab jamun. Okay, so also given here, each shaped like a cylinder with two hemispherical ends. Okay, the shape of the each gulab jamun given here. Okay, what is the shape of a gulab jamun? A gulab jamun will be in which shape? Cylinder with the two hemispherical ends. Okay, with 5 centimeter. The length of the gulab jamun is 5 centimeter. Also diameter is about 2.8 centimeter. Okay. Yes. So first I draw the figure. Okay. If suppose this is your container. Okay. This is your container. So this container contains some gulab jamuns. Okay. Some gulab jamuns. Okay. Yes. So the shape of the gulab jamun they mentioned here particularly. What is that? It is shaped like a cylinder. Okay. See. So first I consider cylinder. This is a cylinder with two hemispherical ends. Means I'll attach two hemispherical ends. Okay, with the two hemispherical ends. Okay, so its top as well as the bottom will contains two hemispherical ends. Okay, yes, with length 5 centimeter given. That means what? The length of this full gulab jamun equal to how much? 5 centimeter given. The length is equal to 5 centimeter given. Also diameter is equal to 2.8 centimeter given. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. See here. First I solve the question here. Solution. Okay. In the question given, diameter equal to how much? 2.8 centimeter. So therefore, what about radius? Radius is half of the diameter. This is equal to 1.4 centimeter. So therefore, radius is equal to 1.4 centimeter. Okay. Yes. See therefore, yes. See here, I'll make two columns because this is a combination of two solids, cylinder as well as hemisphere. Okay, so therefore, first one is for cylinder. I'll consider this is for a cylinder, and second one is for a hemisphere. I'll consider second one is for a hemisphere. Okay, yes. First I'll write the data required for this cylinder. Okay, for the cylinder, radius. See, remember, radius of the cylindrical part as well as the hemispherical part is equal here. Understood now? So therefore, the value of radius for cylinder as well as the hemisphere same. Okay, what is the radius value? 1.4 centimeter. So therefore, radius of the hemisphere is also same, 1.4 centimeter. Okay, so therefore, see, this is 1.4, this is also 1.4. So what about this length? 1.4. Okay, yes. So now my question is, what is the height of this cylinder? What is the height of this cylinder? Okay, so under cylinder column, height value. How to calculate height value? See, full length given. This is your full length. How much? 5. From this 5, if you remove this part, what about the length of this? 1.4. What about the length of this? 1.4. Okay. If you remove these two parts, the remaining will be the height of the cylinder, isn't it? So therefore, from 5 you have to remove 1.4 plus 1.4. Okay. 1.4 plus 1.4. So H is equal to 5 minus 1.4 plus 1.4 equal to how much? 2.8. Okay. So therefore 5 minus 2.8 equal to how much? 2.2 centimeter. Okay. So therefore, what is the height of the cylinder? Height of the cylinder is 2.2 centimeter. Okay. Yes. So now since there are how many gulab jamuns given here? There are totally 45 gulab jamuns. So first I will calculate the volume of 45 gulab jamuns. Okay. So first I will calculate volume of the 45 gulab jamuns. So after that I will calculate what is the quantity of sugar syrup among that 45 gulab jamuns. Okay, so first what I will do, I will calculate the volume of the 45 gulab jamuns. Okay, yes, so volume of 45 gulab jamuns equal to, okay, volume of 45 gulab jamuns equal to, what is the formula here? Okay, see, actually your gulab jamun will be in which shape? Cylinder with two hemispherical ends, isn't it? Okay, so first I will write 45. So 45 into, okay, 45 into volume of cylinder, volume of cylinder plus how many hemispheres? 1, 2. So therefore there are two hemispheres. So therefore I will write 2 into volume of hemisphere, or 2 into volume of hemisphere. Okay, yes. So now I will substitute the values. This is equal to, I will write here 45, I will write here, into, what is the formula for volume of the cylinder? Volume of the cylinder is given by pi r square h plus 2 into volume of the hemisphere is given by 2 by 3 into pi r cube. 2 by 3 into pi r cube. Okay, yes. So this is equal to 45 into, okay, see, among these two, can I take pi r square as a common term? Pi r square, pi r cube. Pi r cube means pi r square is common, isn't it? So therefore I will take pi r square as a common term. Then what about the remaining term? Remaining term is h plus 2 into 2 is nothing but 4 by 3 into, since there are r cube, one r square outside, so one more r remained, isn't it? R cube means r square into r square is outside, so therefore one more r remained, so I'll write it here. Okay, so now we'll substitute the values. I'll write as it is. This is equal to 45 into pi. What is the value of pi? Pi is equal to 22 by 7 into r square. Okay, what is the value of r here? R is equal to 1.4. So 1.4 whole square. R square means 1.4 whole square. Okay, bracket. H value. What is the value of h here? H is equal to 2.2 plus 4 by 3 into r. Okay, 4 by 3 into r. Okay, what is the value of r? R is equal to 1.4. Okay, yes. So this is equal to, let's simplify now. Okay, so first multiply 45 into 2 equal to how much? Okay, so first multiply 45 into 22. 45 into 22. Okay, 5 2s are 10, 1 carry, 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 1 how much? 9 into 5 2s are 10, 1 carry, 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1 how much? 9. So how much you will get? 909. 90. So therefore 45 into 22 is nothing but 990 into 1.4 whole square is there. Can you write it as 1.4 into 1.4? Can you split this 1.4 whole square as 1.4 into 1.4? Yes? Okay. So now 2.2, can I write it as 2.2 by 1? Okay. Denominator, I'll write 1. Okay. Plus multiply 4 into 1.4 equal to how much? Okay. 4 fours are 16. 1 carry. 4 ones are 4. 4 plus 1 equal to how much? 5. So I'll get 5.6 by 3. Okay. Yes. So now 7 and 1.4. 7 ones are 7. 7 how was the 1.4? 7 0.2s are 7 0.2s. Okay. Yes. So now I'll get 990 into 0.2 into 1.4. Okay. Now take the LCM of 1 and 3. What is the LCM of 1 and 3? LCM of 1, 3 is nothing but 3 itself. So therefore I'll multiply and divide by 3 here. Okay. Yes. So then what about the denominator? 1 into 3, 3. Here also 3. So your denominator is 3. Okay. Now multiply 2.2 into 3. Okay. So multiply 3 2s are 6. 3 2s are 6. So that you will get 6.6. Okay. Plus 5.6. 6.6 plus 5.6. Okay. Students, can I cancel? 3 ones are 3. 3 how much are 990? 3 330s are 990, isn't it? 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 0, isn't it? So therefore I'll get 330 into, now multiply 0.2 into 1.4. Okay. 0.2 into 1.4 equal to how much? 4 2s are 8. 4 into 0, 0. 1 2s are 2. 1 0, 0. So 8 2 0. So you will get 0.28. Okay. So therefore 0.2 into 1.4 equal to how much? 0.28. Okay. Now add 6.6 plus 5.6 equal to how much? 6 plus 6 12. 1 carry. Again 6 plus 6 equal to how much? 12. Okay. So what is the answer? 12.2 you will get. Okay. 12.2. Okay. Yes. So now what you will do? First multiply. This is equal to, okay, 330 into 0.28 equal to how much? Okay. So this will multiply here. 330 into 0.28. Okay. Yes. So 8 into 0, 0. 8 3s are how much? 24. 2 carry. Again 8 3s are 24. 24 plus 2 equal to how much? 26. 2 into 0, 0. 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. Once again 0, 0, 0. Okay. So 4. 6 plus 6, 12. 1 carry. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 1, how much? 9. So you will get 0. So what is the point? So therefore, what about your answer? 92.4 you will get. Okay. 92.4. Okay. Yes. So 330 into 0.28 is nothing but 92.4, because see, this 0 you can neglect. Again this 0 also you can neglect, because if you have a 0 after the decimal point, no need to consider. And also if you have this first 0 digit, no need to consider. So therefore what about the remaining? 92.4. Okay. Yes. So now 92.4 into 12 0.2. Okay, we'll multiply 4 2s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 9 2s are 18. Okay, again 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18. Once again 1 4s are 4, 1 2s are 2, 1 9s are 9. So 8, 4 plus 8 equal to how much? 12. 1 carry, 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 1 how much? 17. 1 carry, 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 1 11, 1 carry, 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 1 11. Okay, so therefore what is the answer? 1000. Yes, 1117. Okay, so now I multiply 92.4 into 12.2. Okay, 92.4 into 12.2. Okay, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18. Once again 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18. Next 1 4s are 4, 1 2s are 2, 1 9s are 9. Okay, so now 8, 8 plus 4 how much? 12. 1 carry, 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 1 17. 1 carry, 2 10 12. Okay, 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 1 11. So your answer is 1127, 1127.28 cm cube. Okay, so therefore 1127.28 cm cube is the volume of 45 gulab jamuns. Okay, so therefore what is the volume of 45 gulab jamuns? So that is 1127.28 cm cube. Okay, so now we have to find what is the quantity of sugar syrup out of this 45 gulab jamuns. Okay, yes, so next step, so actually in the question given here, given that the quantity of sugar syrup in 1 gulab jamun equal to the quantity of sugar syrup in 1 gulab jamun equal to 30% of means into volume of 1 gulab jamun. This is what they have given in the question, isn't it? The quantity of sugar syrup in 1 gulab jamun equal to 30% into volume of 1 gulab jamun. Okay, 30% into volume of 1 gulab jamun. That means 30% of its volume. Okay, so therefore the quantity of syrup in how many gulab jamuns? 45. In 45 gulab jamuns equal to how much? quantity of sugar syrup in 1 gulab jamun equal to 30% into volume of 1 gulab jamun. So therefore quantity of syrup in 45 gulab jamun equal to 30% into volume of 45 gulab jamuns. 45 gulab jamuns. Okay. Yes. So this is equal to 30%. 30% means 30 out of 100. 30% means 30 out of 100. Okay. 30% means 30 out of 100 into what is the volume of 45 gulab jamuns? Just now we calculated. What is the volume of 45 gulab jamuns? That is 1127.28. 1127.28. Okay. Yes. So now 1010 cancelled. Okay. So now multiply 3 into 1127.28 equal to how much? Okay. So now multiply 1127.28 into 3. Okay. 8 3s are how much? 8 3s are 24. 2 carry. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 equal to how much? 8. 7 3s are 21. 2 carry. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 equal to how much? 8. 3 1s are 3. 3 1s are 3. Once again. Okay. Yes. Finished. So therefore what is the answer? 3381. 3381.84 by 10. Okay. So now divide this 3381.84 by 10. Okay. Yes. So division 3381.84 10. Okay. Yes. So 10 3s are 30. Okay. So 3 minus 0 3. So next 8. 3 8s are again 3 3s are 30. 3 3s are 30. What is the remainder? 8. Next 1. 3 8s are 80. So 1. Next bring down 8. Again point 10 ones are 10. Next 8 carry 4. Again 10 8s are 80. Okay. So therefore this is equal to 338.18. Okay. So actually in the question given what is the approximate value they have given. So therefore I will consider the approximate value is 338. I will consider approximate value is 338 cm cube. Okay. 338 cm cube. This is your approximate value. Okay. This is your approximate value. Okay. Yes. So therefore what is the quantity of syrup in 45 gulab jamun equal to how much? 338 cm cube. Okay. This is the answer.
So next I'll consider the fifth problem. A vessel is in the form of a vessel is in the form of an inverted cone inverted cone. Its height is its height is 8 centimeter and the radius of its top which is open is 5 centimeter it is filled with water up to the brim. It is filled with water up to the brim. When lead shots each of which is sphere of radius 0.5 centimeter are dropped into the vessel. Are dropped into the vessel. 1/4 the water flows out. Find the number of lead shots Find the number of lead shots. Find the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. This is your question. Okay, see, this is very important question, okay. Yes, see, let's see how to solve this problem. Okay, yes, see here, actually given here a vessel. I'll consider one vessel. That vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Okay, so if suppose this is your vessel, okay, this is your vessel. A vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Its height is 8 centimeter given. Okay, so the height of this vessel is 8 centimeter. Okay, yes, and the radius of its top, which is open, is 5 centimeter. Okay, so this is top. Okay, so what about this radius? R is equal to 5 centimeter given. Okay, so this is height. Okay, yes. Okay, next, it is filled with water up to the brim. That means it is completely filled. Okay, see, this vessel is completely filled. Okay, yes. Okay, next, when lead shots, each of which is sphere of radius 0.5 centimeter are dropped into the vessel given. Okay, so few lead shots. Okay, what is the shape of that lead shots? Sphere. Okay, so few lead shots are dropped into this vessel. Okay, yes, so given here these lead shots are in which shape? Those lead shots are in the shape of sphere. And what is the radius of that sphere? Radius of the sphere is 0.5 centimeter. Okay, radius of the sphere is 0.5 centimeter are dropped into the vessel. 1/4 the water flows out. Okay, so when I drop few lead shots into the vessel, what will happen? 1/4 the water will flows out. Okay, 1/4 the water will flows out. Okay, so what you have to find? Your question is find the number of lead shots dropped into the vessel. Okay, what is the exact number of lead shots dropped into the vessel? This is your question. Okay, yes. Okay, see here, first I'll write the given data. So here you have two solids, first one sphere and another one cone. Okay, so solution. Okay, so first one is for sphere. Okay, sphere, and another one is for cone. Okay, yes. Okay, for the sphere, radius given, so I'll consider it as a capital letter R, because for the cone also radius value given here. So for the sphere, radius value capital letter R I will consider. What is the radius of the sphere? 0.5 centimeter. Okay, next for the cone, what is the height of the cone given? Height of the cone is about 8 centimeter. So H is equal to 8 centimeter, and also radius of its top, how much? 5 centimeter. So small letter R is equal to 5 centimeter. Okay, yes. So now you have to find the number of lead shots. So I'll consider, let n be the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. I'll consider. Okay, so I'll consider here, let n be the capital letter N be the number of, let n be the number of lead shot dropped in the let n be the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. Okay, let n be the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. I'll consider. Okay, yes. See now according to the question, so n into volume of lead shot, n into volume of lead shots equal to 1/4 into volume of water flows out. Volume of water flows out. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? According to the question, if I drop n number of lead shots, okay, if I drop n number of lead shots, that means n into volume of lead shots, then 1/4 the volume of water will flows out, isn't it? This is what they have given in the question, isn't it? Okay, so if I drop few lead shots, okay, so that few numbers I'll consider it as n. Okay, so if I drop n number of lead shots, that means n into volume of lead shots, how much quantity of water will flows out? 1/4 the volume of water will flows out, isn't it? 1/4 amount of the water will flows out. This is what they are given in the question, isn't it? Okay, so I'll write this n as it is. Okay, but volume of lead shots, okay, but these lead shots are in which shape? Sphere, isn't it? So therefore volume of lead shots, I'll replace it by volume of sphere, volume of sphere. Okay, so why I will write sphere here? Because your lead shards are in which shape? Spherical shape. This is what they have given in the question, right? Okay, next 1 by 4 I will write as it is into volume of water flows out. What is this? Volume of water flows out. What is this? See, your water filled in a conical vessel, isn't it? Your water filled in a conical vessel, isn't it? So therefore, volume of water flows out. Can I write it as volume of the cone? 1/4 the volume of water flows out is nothing but 1/4 the volume of cone, because your water is completely filled by this vessel, isn't it? Your vessel is completely filled, isn't it? So therefore, since the water contained in a cone, the volume of water is nothing but the volume of a cone, isn't it? Yes sir, no, because water is filled in which one? It is filled in cone, and also their cone is completely filled, isn't it? So therefore, volume of water flows out is nothing but from which container that water flows out? From the cone, isn't it? So therefore, volume of water flows out is nothing but volume of cone, is nothing but volume of cone, because your water contained in a cone, isn't it? So that is volume of water is nothing but volume of the cone, right? Okay, next I'll write the formula. What is the formula for volume of the sphere? Volume of the sphere is given by 4 by 3 into pi r cube. I'll use here capital letter R, because for the sphere capital letter R, radius is capital letter R, okay, equal to 1 by 4 write as it is into volume of a cone. What is the formula for volume of the cone? Volume of the cone is given by 1 by 3 into pi r square h, isn't it? This is the formula, right? Okay, see students, in the left hand side only multiplication symbol, even in right hand side also only into symbols. So therefore, can I cancel this pi and pi? Left hand side pi and right hand side pi. Okay, again in the left hand side 3 is in the denominator. Again in the right hand side also you can observe that 3 in the denominator, isn't it? So therefore, shall I cancel that 3 and 3? Because both the numbers are existing in the denominator, isn't it? Okay, so now write the remaining term. Okay, so n into, write this 4 as it is r cube. What is the value of capital letter R? Capital letter R is nothing but 0.5. So therefore 0.5 whole cube equal to 1 by 4 write as it is into r square. What is the value of small letter R? Small letter R is equal to 5. Okay, so r square is nothing but 5 square into h. What is the value of h here? H is equal to height of the cone, equal to 8. Okay, see students, can I simplify? 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Yes, okay, so now n into 4 into, what is the value of 0.5 whole cube? Okay, 0.5 whole cube is nothing but what? Multiply 0.5 3 times. 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.5 3 times. Okay, yes. So now 0.5 into 0.5 is nothing but 0.25, okay, into 0.5. Okay, multiply 5 5s are 25, 2 carrying, 5 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 2 equal to 12, 1 carrying, 5 into 0, 0, 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Next 0 into 5, 0, 0 into 2, 0, 0 into 0, 0. So 5, 2, 1, 0. So therefore, what is the answer? 0.1 0.125. Okay, so therefore 0.5 whole cube equal to 0.125. Okay, so therefore 0.125 equal to 5 square equal to 25. So 25 into 2. Okay, so now n into 4 into 0.125. Okay, so multiply 0.125 with 4. Okay, 5 4s are 20, 2 carrying, 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 2 equal to how much? 10, again 1 carrying, 4 ones are 4, 4 plus 1 5, 4 into 0. So this is nothing but 0.5 because last two zeros you can neglect. Actually you will get 0.500, but last two zeros are not valid because they are existing after the decimal point. So therefore no need to consider. Your answer is 0.5. Okay, so therefore 4 into 0.125 is nothing but 0.5 equal to 25 twos are how much? 50. So therefore n is equal to 50 by 0.5. Okay, yes, see in the denominator you have decimal number, after the decimal point you have only one digit, so therefore multiply and divide by 10. Okay, so 50 into 10 how much? 500. So 500 by 0.5 into 10 is nothing but 5, right? Okay, so 5 ones are 5, 5 how much are 500? 500s are, so therefore what is the n value? N value is given by 100. So therefore what is the exact number of lead shots dropped in the vessel? That is 100. Okay, see students, this is a very important question. Okay, you just remember the concept how to equate. If you know this, remaining part you can solve easily. Okay, yes. Next question, sixth question is given by a solid iron pole, a solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 220 centimeter, 220 centimeter, and base diameter 24 centimeter, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeter and radius 8 centimeter. And radius 8 centimeter. Find the mass of the pole given that 1 cm cube of 1 cm cube of iron 1 cm cube of iron has 1 cm cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass, 8 gram mass. So given here you have to use pi value 3.14. Okay, so given here actually the pi value is 22/7. If they mention specifically use pi is equal to 3.14, then in your question substitute the value of pi 3.14 only. If they did not mention, then you can use 24/7. Okay, if they mention specifically pi is equal to 3.14, then use that value only. Okay, yes. So now we'll come to the question. See here, actually in the question given, a solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 220 centimeter and base diameter 24 centimeter. Okay, so I'll consider one cylinder. Okay, so this cylinder. Okay, so for this cylinder, height given, what is the height here? Height is equal to how much? 220 centimeter. Height is 220 centimeter and also diameter is 24 centimeter. If diameter is 24 centimeter, then what about radius? Radius is equal to half of the diameter. What is the half of 24? Half of the 24 is 12, isn't it? So therefore, what is the radius? Radius is 12 centimeter. Okay, height is 220 centimeter, radius is 12 centimeter. Okay, yes. So this is height. Okay, yes, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeter. That means this cylinder is surmounted by another cylinder, means we have to consider another cylinder which lies on this cylinder. Okay, so therefore this is your another cylinder. This is your another cylinder. Okay, so there are two cylinders. Okay, so I'll consider this is cylinder 1 and this is your cylinder 2. I'll consider. Okay, yes, or else you can consider like this also. First one, which one? This one, no? So I'll consider it as 1 2. Okay, yes, I'll consider this is 1, this is 2. I'll consider. Okay, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeter. Okay, so what is the height of this cylinder 2? Height of this cylinder 2 is 60 centimeter given. Okay, and radius is 8 centimeter. Okay, so what is the radius? Radius value r is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay, yes. So find the mass of the pole given that 1 cm cube of iron has approximately 8 gram of mass given. Okay, so we'll calculate it later. So first I'll write the given data for the two cylinders. Here you will be having two cylinders. This is cylinder 1 and this is cylinder 2. Okay, so solution. Okay, so first I'll consider cylinder 1. This is cylinder 1 I'll consider. Next another one I'll consider cylinder 2. Okay, so this is second one, this is your cylinder 2. Okay, for the cylinder 1, height and radius given. Okay, so height I'll consider it as a capital letter H. Height is equal to how much? 220 centimeter and radius I'll consider it as a capital letter R. Capital letter R is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay, capital letter R is equal to 12 centimeter. Why it is 12 centimeter? Because diameter given, diameter equal to 24 centimeter. Okay, we know that radius is a half of the diameter. So what is a half of 24? 24/2 equal to how much? 12, isn't it? Okay, so 24/2 equal to 12. So this 12 is the radius of the cylinder 1. Okay, yes. Next, for the cylinder 2, what is the height here? Height value is 60 centimeter. So for this I'll consider small letter h equal to 60 centimeter. And what about the radius? Radius is equal to 8 centimeter. So therefore small letter r is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay, yes. So now first I will calculate what is the volume of this iron pole. Okay, so volume of iron pole equal to volume of iron pole equal to, okay, since this iron pole is a combination of two cylinders, shall I consider volume of this whole iron pole is equal to volume of cylinder 1 plus volume of cylinder 2? Yes, okay. So volume of iron pole equal to volume of cylinder 1 plus volume of cylinder 2. Volume of cylinder 2. Okay, yes. What is the formula for volume of a cylinder? Volume of a cylinder is given by pi r square h. Okay, but here for the cylinder 1, radius is capital letter r and height is capital letter h. So I'll use capital letter r square capital letter h. Okay, pi r square h. Okay, plus volume of the cylinder 2. Okay, for the cylinder 2, radius is small letter r, height is small letter h, so that I'll use pi r square h. Okay, so now among these two value, take a common term. Okay, so what is your common term? Your common term is pi. Okay, so then remaining term r square h plus r square h. Okay, so this is equal to pi value given already, that is 3.14. In the question itself given pi is equal to 3.14. R square, what is the value of capital letter R? Capital letter R is 12. So 12 square into h is equal to 220 plus small letter r square, small letter r is 8, so 8 square into small letter h is equal to 60. Okay, so this is equal to 3.14 into 12 square. 12 square equal to how much? 144 into 220 plus 8 square is equal to 64. So 64 into 6. Okay, so this is equal to 3.14 into multiply 144 into 220 equal to how much? Okay, so 220 into 144. 4 into 0, 0. 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. 4 into 0, 0. 4 2s are 8. Okay, next 1 into 0, 0. 1 2s are 2. 1 2s are 2. 0. 8 plus 8 16 plus 1 16, 1 carrying here, 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 1 how much? 11. So 1 carrying, so you will get 31,680. Okay, 31,680 you will get. Okay, 31,680 plus 64 into 6. Okay, so 0, 6 4s are 24, 2 carrying, 6 6 are 36, 36 plus 2 how much? 38. Okay, so that you will get 3,840 you will get. Okay, so now add these two numbers. So this is equal to 3.14, 0 plus 0, 0, 8 plus 4, 12, 1 carrying, 8 plus 1, 9, 9 plus 6 equal to how much? 15, 1 carrying, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5, so that you will get 35,520. 35,520. Okay, so now multiply 35,520 with the 3.14. Okay, so 35,520 into 3.14. Okay, so 4 into 0, 0, 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20, 2 carrying, 4 5s are 20, 20 plus 2 equal to how much? 22, again 2 carrying, 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 2 equal to how much? 14. Okay, next 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 2, 2, 1 into 5, 5, 1 into 5, 5, 1 into 3, 3. Next 3 into 0, 0, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, 1 carrying, 3 5s are 15, 15 plus 1, 16, 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 1, 10. 0, 8, 2, so 5 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 5, 13, 1 carrying, 5 plus 5, 10, 14, 15, again 1 carrying, 6, 9, 10, 11, so 1 carrying, 1, so that your answer is 1,11,532.80. Okay, so this is your answer, isn't it? Okay, so therefore I'll write here, this is equal to how much? 1,11,532.8. Okay, see, no need to consider this is 0 because this 0 is after the decimal point, so no need to consider. So this is the volume of iron pole. Okay, this is the volume of iron pole. Okay, but actually what we are going to find here, we are going to calculate the mass. What is the mass of this iron pole? Okay, what is the mass of the iron pole? Okay, yes, so I'll calculate here. Okay, see, actually in the question given here, mass of 1 cm cube of iron pole equal to how much given? 8 grams given, isn't it? Okay, so given in the question given mass of 1 cm cube of 1 cm cube of iron equal to how much? 8 gram. Mass of 1 cm cube of iron is equal to 8 gram. So what is the mass of? Therefore, mass of, what is the volume here? Mass of 1,11,532.8 cm cube of iron equal to how much? This is your question. Okay, mass of 1 cm cube of iron is equal to 8 gram. This is already given. Okay, so you have to calculate what is the mass of this iron cube. Can you do cross multiplication? For 1 cm cube, what is the mass? 8 grams. So therefore, for 1,11,532 cm cube equal to how much? Do the cross multiplication. That means you multiply this 1,11,532.8 with the 8. Okay, then you will get the required answer. Okay, equal to 1,11,532.8 into 8. Okay, equal to how much? Okay, 8 8s are 64, 6 carrying. Okay, next 8 2s are 16 plus 6 equal to how much? 22. 2 carrying. 8 3s are 24. 24 plus 2 equal to 26. Again 2 carrying. 8 5s are 40. 40 plus 2 42. 4 carrying. 8 1s are 8. 8 plus 2 8 plus 4 equal to how much? 12. 1 carrying. 8 1s are 8. 8 plus 1 how much? 9. Again 8 1s are 8. Okay, so therefore you will get what is your answer? 8,92,262. 8,92,262.4 gram. Okay, so this is the mass of 1,11,532.8 cm cube of iron. Okay, that means the volume, that means the mass of that iron pole is given by 8,92,262.4 gram. Okay, but actually the unit of the mass is kg. Okay, so can I convert this gram to kg? How to convert it into kg? Okay, because we know that what is the relationship between kg and gram? Okay, we know that 1 kg equal to 1000 gram. So therefore this is in gram. So in which side I have to write? Left hand side or right hand side? Right hand side. Okay, what is that? Therefore 8,92,262.4 gram equal to how much? Kg. This is your answer. Okay, yes. So now what to do? Okay, I have to take the cross multiplication. Okay, so 8,92,262 into 4 into 1 is nothing but same value by 1000. Okay, so therefore what I will do? Okay, so I will divide 8,92,262.4 by 1000. Okay, by 1000. Okay, yes, you can divide here 8,92,262.4 by 1000. Okay, yes, consider 4 digits. 1000 8s are 8000. So 9 2 2. So next 6. So 9s are 9000. Okay, 2 2 6. Next 2. So therefore 2s are 2000. Next 2 6 2 4. Again 2s are 2000. Next 6 2 4 0. Again 6s are 6000. So like this it will continue. So therefore you can write it as 892.26 kg. Okay, so convert it into kg. Okay, how to convert it into kg? Gram to kg divided by 1000. It will give the value in terms of kg. Okay, yes, so this is the answer.